Welcome back. Today we're in New Orleans, Louisiana, right on the banks of Bayou St. John, on Grand Route St. John and Moss, and I'm standing outside of the Spanish Custom House. So according to most records, this is the oldest house in the city. So stay tuned and I'll give you the full rundown on the Spanish Custom House. The Spanish Custom House is one of the oldest buildings still standing in New Orleans today. Built in 1784, it is said to have been the theater of many illegal activities and scandals throughout its long life. The land on which the Spanish Custom House was built was given to French colonial settlers in 1708 for agricultural purposes. But this didn't turn out as expected, as growing crops in New Orleans was very difficult at this time. Santiago Lorenz bought the land in 1771, and in 1784, he and his wife built their home, which featured a typical Creole design, as did most homes at this time. Sadly, we don't know anything about Santiago Lorenz, as any documents pertaining to this figure were likely lost or burned in the French Quarter fires at the end of the 18th century. The most significant fire, which occurred in 1788, is known as the Great New Orleans Fire, and it destroyed 856 out of the 1,100 structures in New Orleans at the time, including the church, municipal building, army barracks, armory, and jail. The Spanish Customs House was used as a detention site for people who used the bayou for illegal gain, namely pirates and smugglers. These people would then be taken to the Cabildo in the French Quarter to be judged by the Spanish government. From 1763 until 1803, Louisiana was under Spanish colonial rule, being referred to by settlers as a province of New Spain. Despite its name, no records demonstrate that the house was ever actually used as a custom house, and its name may simply be inspired by its history. The Spanish Custom House has seen many owners come and go, some for longer periods than others. For example, in 1807, Captain Beauregard purchased the property but held it for only 2 years. In 1809, Louis Blanc and Louis XIV became the next owners of the house. Blanc, in particular, was placed there by Spanish settler government. A few years later, the Roux family bought the house and kept it until 1901, staying in the property of the same family for almost a century. In 1927, Helen Pitkin Schertz, the new owner of the Spanish Custom House, had it renovated. Schertz was well known in New Orleans as a civic activist, musician, and writer. Upon her death in 1945, the house sat abandoned for several years until it underwent yet another renovation attempt in the late 1900s. But in the early 2000s, when it went on sale again, the economy and the damage caused by Hurricane Katrina made it impossible to sell it. It was auctioned in 2009. Its new owner was the only one who successfully restored the house.